everyone, Val here. I'm with my sister Teresa.
Hello.
And guess what we're doing today?
We are making some strawberry jam.
Y'all want to come along and help us? That would be really good. We got Patty and Mom.
They're going to help too.
Yeah.
I'm going to put everybody to work. It's always fun making jam with my sisters.
Yeah, it's a jam party.
We're jamming out here.
All right. We'll get started. We'll show you how the Paquins make strawberry jam.
Sounds good.
Our favorite recipe. Our secret recipe.
Our secret recipe.
Shh, don't
tell anybody.
Look at the beautiful berries.
Yes, very plentiful this year.
How many of these do we have?
We have 6 of these, 6 quarts. We're going to make 2 batches of strawberry jelly. So good for you, all fresh and natural.
Right, so we're going to take the stems off, put them in the colander, and then we're going to make sure the berries are washed. We do have to have clean berries.
You want to wash them good.
I'm actually using, oh, I guess it's the front. This is the knife I'm using. Very cool.
And I'm using a berry huller.
Okay. We'll get these done and then we'll be back.
We'll be back.
All right. Teresa is washing the berries. And we're going to let them sit. We have the 1 colander full. And then we have
Cheater.
3 more of these full. These people aren't helping us.
Nope.
They're playing cards. It's a sad situation. But, yep, that's what we have. We're going to get going on our berries.
We're going to do some smushing.
Some smooshing.
Okay, so we're at the part we're going to crush the strawberries here. For our recipe, we're using Sure-Jell. And the Sure-Jell recipe for the cooked version calls for 6 cups of crushed strawberries and 4 cups of sugar. So measuring is important when you do jam, because if you don't do the measurements pretty close to exact, it may not turn out. You might have a jam that doesn't set well. So here I'm crushing the strawberries. It's good exercise. I prefer to crush mine by hand instead of using a blender or something like that, because I like to have the chunks in there. And it really doesn't take that long to do. So we're just going to keep crushing them here. I have this little round chopper thing. Works really well. Use some different techniques here, but it really all does the same thing. Got that from my sister. She gets bored. So, there we go. So I just leave it so there's some little chunks in there, and that'll cook up a little bit too, but not much. So there we go. So we have to have a total of 6 cups, and like you can see, I've already done some. So I want to try to see here, get about 6 cups. Oh, that looks just about perfect there. So that was 3 quarts of berries, and it made us a good 6 cups. And then we're gonna dump that right into this nice pot. It's got a heavy bottom so that when you're cooking it, help it from sticking a little bit. There we go. Now we just need to measure out the sugar, and you put a little bit of Sure-Jell with the sugar in part of the process. So we'll get that going and we'll be back. Okay, so now we're ready to get our jam cooking up here. Got the Sure-Jell. We're going to mix it into a little bit of sugar here.
How much sugar?
A 1/4 cup of sugar. We're going to take a 1/4 cup out of the total amount that we need for the recipe. We're going to mix it up, and then the first process is to cook this Sure-Jell and sugar in with our berries. We're going to turn them on here. We'll put them up kind of high. We're going to mix this in.
And what temperature you put, like a medium high?
Medium high, yep.
Okay.
So I'm going to put this in. We're going to stir it up good. We need to let this boil, come to a boil. And then we're going to boil it for 1 minute once we put the remaining sugar in. And then we're going to put it in our jars.
Alright, so we'll cook it for a minute and then we'll be right back.
We'll be back. Once it starts boiling, we're going to cook it for a minute.
Oh, once it starts boiling, we cook it for a minute.
Yep.
Alright, so
Add the sugar, cook it for a minute.
alright, we'll be back. Okay, our strawberries are at a at a boil right now, so we're going to time it for 1 minute.
Okay, we got to put the, you got to add the rest of the sugar in once it's.
When it just starts boiling.
Yep, so it started boiling, a good rolling boil. It says it's pretty close, almost there. We're gonna add the sugar in and bring it back to a boil. So this is the remainder of the 3 cups of sugar.
And we're going to boil this for, and it is boiling, so we're going to boil it for 1 minute. Are you timing me? We also have the lids and the rings in the water getting sterilized. We are sterilizing the jars in boiling water, or hot water I should say, not quite boiling yet.
The sugar, bring it to a boil.
Alright, so we got all the sugar we need in there. We have it back to a boil, so now we're going to time it for 1 minute. And it'll be ready to put back in the jars, right?
Right in the jars.
Alright, so let's cook it for a minute.
Okay, so we've cooked it for a minute now, and we're going to take it off and ladle it in the jars. It's got a little bit of foam on top, and that's natural. You can scoop it off before you fill your jars. Just scoop it off here. There's nothing wrong with it, but
how are you on groceries at your house?
some people like to take it off so it doesn't take up room in the jars. How's that? Does that look okay?
I
think that's pretty good. We're going to start filling our jars now.
Teresa's going to be going on vacation.
We got a nice little whatchamacallit here,
I'm
funnel.
going to move that off the heat a little bit. Did you want to go ahead, Val? And
Where's the ladle?
it's right there.
Oh, here's the ladle.
Oh, here, no, this one.
Oh, this one's better. And then we're going to fill it to right about,
Yep, to the rim.
right to about here, to the rim.
Make them up.
And she's going to wipe off the lids.
Oh no, I can do that. About all I can
Here's
do.
jar 1. They're very hot when you work with them, so you gotta be careful. Just gonna wipe the lid off. We're gonna put the top on.
Just let me know.
Patty's kitchen is backwards. There we go. Oh, they look wonderful. We're jellying already. Here, I'm just gonna grab the lid thing here.
No, I think it's Val.
Bring it over here. Here we go.
What did I tell you the internet would be? Was it
So once you get the tops wiped off, we just put the lids on here. Screw them down until they're kind of tight.
Give me this some.
Cooperate.
Those are the only two that should be used.
Yep, more there. Okay, we're gonna put these right in the pot to can.
Alright, so you're making sure the lids are clean, right? And you're wiping off the top of the jar.
Wiping off the top of the jar. We warmed our jars up first so that when we put the hot liquid in them, they don't,
And then we're just going finger tight with these.
finger tight. Yep.
Woo. It's hot.
It is hot.
All right.
Hot stuff.
Is that tight enough?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna put it there, and then I'm gonna let you put it in.
Okay. Well, we'll give you some more jars to fill. Still got more to go.
Okay. So they've processed for 10 minutes,
For 10 minutes, yeah.
and that is just boiling them in water and making sure the water covers the lids and the rings. So as you can see, everything is covered. The water's been boiling for 10 minutes. So we're going to take them out and put them on this. It's actually a cookie sheet lined with a tablecloth, dishcloth.
Okay. We're going to use this handy dandy jar picker upper thing. Works really good.
Alright, so we got the first batch out. We're going to do one more batch. It's looking really nice. And they're popping already. We've had several pops, maybe 3 or 4 pops already. So that's our first batch. We'll come back and show you what we end up with. Our last batch coming out.
The cooker.
Looking good. Ooh.
Coming out of the cooker.
How many do we get? We got 12 over there.
And there are 6, 7, 8, 9 here.
9.
Got some bigger jars in this one.
And we still have a few strawberries left to eat, to pick at,
Yep.
which is good.
So it only really took about 5 quarts, I think. They were pretty good sized quarts.
Yeah, they were
Berries,
nice.
So it took about 5 to make our 12 cups of berries.
Alright, so there you go there. And here you go over here. And we're done for the day. We're going to sit down and play some cards and drink some tea and enjoy ourselves. So thank you for watching. Give us a big thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Subscribe if you're not subscribed and you want to. And we'll catch you on the next whatever we're doing. We'll be moving soon. Be looking out for that.
I'll be there.
She's going to come down and help us. It's going to be a lot of
It's
fun.
going to be fun. It's
So,
going to be a lot
be
of
looking
fun.
for those videos. After the cruise, we got cruise videos coming up too.
And those will be fun too.
There will be.
I won't be
So,
there. I wish, but I won't.
A few more days. There's the mom. Say hi, Mom.
Hi,
All right, bye, everybody.